Well, hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a December 2022 reading with the sign of Aquarius. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. Good to see you again. So we're going to open it up with a general inquiry. What message does Aquarius need to hear for mid-December 2022 as we close out 2022 going into 2023? 2023, that's a mouthful. Well, I didn't have to wait too long here. Okay, cards of advice, please. Cards of advice for Aquarius. End of the year message. Probably won't get to bonus readings, so probably won't hear from me again until January. Just a heads up, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. 8 of Diamonds, nice start. This is the entrepreneur card. You put a lot of hard work and time and energy into something, and it's starting to pay off. If you don't own your own business, or you're not doing your own side gig, or side hustle, this hard work could have been put into some other area. It certainly could be put into like a traditional career or job. But the point of the card is that it's something you've done on your own. And it's a solo effort in some sense. But it's very nice because it reeks prosperity and things really turning out how you planned. 3 of Diamonds. More prosperity, more finances are highlighted here. Now the 3s can denote like a third party energy or a third person that's even involved. I tend to see it as a third influence. But there's some kind of, with the 3 of Diamonds, there's some kind of confusion around the money. It's kind of a vague, honestly, it's kind of a vague energy. It's kind of a vague message. Confusion can mean a multitude of things, right? It can mean you're not sure the size of the rewards that you're going to receive. You may not be sure how to use, the extra resources you have available. Or you're not sure if you're on the same page with your spouse about it. Anyway, we'll keep going, but there's definitely a very strong influence on material matters for you, Aquarius, so far. Ace of Hearts. You are following, though, what you truly desire. This is about new starts in that direction. Let's say you've been in a career that you really weren't crazy about. You're starting to value going in your own direction. Even if it doesn't pay off as well. That's interesting. It came out with the Entrepreneur card because it kind of goes along with that. Entrepreneurs, they seek their own employment or whatever form that takes because they have a strong desire to follow their own drummer. Ace of Hearts definitely talks about that. You're following your own rhythms. You're following your own dreams and passions. Again, it may not be like the dream job, but you're definitely starting to realize that's more important for you. Queen of Spades. Well, this could be you or another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. If it's you, the thing about the Queen of Spades, if you ever heard me talk about her before, so there's authority and power wrapped up with her. Not as dominant as a king, and we are not looking at genders. This is just energy quality or levels. She holds back. She doesn't let people know what she's thinking or feeling. So there may be an air of mystery around her, mischievous. People are not sure what she's up to. I tend to think this is you, especially with this new start. You're probably not letting other people know that you really are being pulled in this direction. And it very, very much might involve this entrepreneurial pursuit, which I think is already in the works. I don't think this is a thing coming in the future. I mean, it could. It could. Take it how it fits your situation. Perhaps the confusion around it is how to make it work, in the short term, like the finances you might need to rely upon until things really get cranked up, and you can actually rely upon it as a primary source of income. I just needed a little sip of tea there. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull more cards for you, Aquarius. What else can you tell me about this situation, please? King of Clubs. You might have fire sign involved in this, or this might be in your chart. I feel like this is going to be another person, though. The King is more dominant and controlling. It's like maybe somebody you're paired up with in some sense, whether that's like a partnership or a business partnership or a personal partnership, that has a little bit more control over things, that kind of thing. Again, it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. If you have that in your chart, maybe that's what you're starting to feel like you really need to take control of your destiny here in terms of finances, career. Anything else you can tell me? Yeah, you're definitely looking to bump up your income. This is all a focus of maybe having enough, but you desire more. Increasing your net worth. And it's a new start again in that direction. Very strong sense here that you are not only starting to realize what you truly desire, but you're really starting to have a handle on how to achieve that. Especially with that King energy. Whoa, jeez, it's leading you here. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Sometimes it's the incense that's burning. I like incense, but it bothers my sinuses. Anyway, the Ten of Hearts is fantastic. So you just closed out a chapter in your life, and it's led to this ultimate happiness. This is what this card represents. It's all about the emotions and just being elated and on top of the world and celebrating with loved ones, people close to you, tight connections. If you haven't already gotten this sense, you're headed in this direction, and it's nice that it came out there on the Ace of Diamonds. I mean, this is going to truly lead to your fulfillment here, Aquarius. I'm getting a very strong sense of that. It's exciting. It's all very positive. 8 of Clubs. You may be trying to make a decision, though. You're at a crossroads of some sort. You may also have a fixed idea about outcomes, how things should proceed, what you should be doing, and you're having to make a decision in some sense. Maybe there is something you've had your eye on for a while. I know this is true for myself. I have a business idea, something I want to pursue, but I'm being kind of pulled in another direction because maybe it's easier, more practical. I feel like I'm going to have more short-term success with it. Maybe you're kind of in the same position of there's a couple things bouncing around in your head, a couple of ideas, and you're just kind of torn. Which is the best direction to step in? That kind of thing. Anything else you can tell me about Aquarius and their situation? You're good. You'd think this would be more of a beginning of the year message, but it's a very solid end of the year message so far. 2023 could be really, really, I'm hearing it could really turn around for you. Whatever that means. That's what I heard. It could really turn around for you. 5 of Spades. You might be in some kind of separation with something or somebody. Doesn't necessarily mean a marriage or a partnership, that kind of thing. The separation could be because somebody's traveling a lot for work. It could be they're away because of being deployed by the military. Separation does not have to denote permanency either, but it's physical. It's a physical separation. Maybe you're the one who's been off working remotely and having to travel, and you're tired of it. You want something that doesn't take you away from home so often. but it's changes that have been occurring or are going to occur. I mean, it's possible this idea you have is going to bring you, take you away from home more often. Maybe that's kind of the decision you're trying to make with the Eight of Clubs. That's actually very likely. With the Eight of Clubs, you're trying to decide if you can handle the separation. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's from a person, an area, a home, maybe you actually have to relocate to pursue this idea. Maybe you actually have to move. However, you are feeling very supported and connected here with the Four of Hearts in your home life. So you do have a good support system, and maybe that's one of the things that's kind of tugging at you as far as you're afraid of letting go of that, of being more connected, you know, because you're... So whatever this idea is, I'm just kind of throwing it out there because I don't know what your idea is. your business plan. I'm sensing that something about it is going to possibly pull you more at a distance from this. Not that this is going to go away, but that could be why you're kind of teetering here with this Eight of Clubs. And do you really want to go through with this? Like, that freaks you out on some level, you know? It's kind of like going out on that limb blindfolded and putting one foot in front of the next very carefully. You know it's a straight line, but it's still scary, right? Interesting imagery I just came up with there, honestly. Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice. Seven of Hearts. This is some disappointment and loss. This could be something you're experiencing as a result of, let's say, the business or the career you want to get away from, the new direction you're taking. You had some real disappointment there. It's something that really brought you down emotionally. Four of Clubs. Again, emphasis on the four. Again, feeling content and everything's secure and fine and dandy in the home. Your lifestyle is very stable. There's no danger of that changing or being shaky. Things are up in the air, though, with this color Joker. That's how I interpret that energy, just things not being settled. It's also the Magician card. So this could be the intervention of the universe coming in to help you manifest this new idea, this new road you want to take. Again, we have to emphasize that you have these new starts. So I still think you're at the beginning phases of pursuing this. And you want to follow really what you truly desire. But I do think it's about being solo in some sense. And that actually, would take you away from this in some sense as well. Because, again, the fours talk about the security in the home. And I guess you have the sense that you may not be as secure, or at least not feeling secure for a while. And that, that's something to grapple with, right? But again, things are not settled. You haven't made up your mind with that colorized Joker energy there. And the Nine of Clubs. This is very nice. So in the context of advice, this is a completion, and it's about achieving something. It's about feeling very satisfied with results. I'm just gonna venture here that you're kind of getting the message that you will achieve this. Like it's already kind of a given. And whatever fear or doubt you have, which may be wrapped up with the Seven of Hearts, the disappointment, there's still going to be the sense of contentment. Let's see if we can pull any more cards of advice, though. It's not real clear to me, and I know that wasn't real clear for you as well. So, more cards of advice for Aquarius and their business idea or plan to change their finances. Seven of Clubs. Yeah, you're feeling trapped and confined in your current situation. It's kind of the card of I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. So things may not be miserable on the outside. Like, again, you're making ends meet. You're able to live comfortably, but it's not satisfying you on a deep level. And that's the bottom line. More cards of advice, please. 6 of Hearts. Interesting. This is kind of talks about relationships, the potential of opportunities coming up for you to form new relationships, and actually the road being clear to pursue relationships, whatever level they're on. They could be romantic, not necessarily. Could be business, could be friendship, allies, that kind of thing. But what's important to realize is that if you had any blockages, like perhaps that's what the 7 of Hearts actually, it just occurred to me. Someone disappointed you in the past and you're afraid of being left out in the cold again. Maybe you tried to start out with something before with another person, again, like a friend or a business partner, and they let you down. You're not carrying around that baggage, though, even though we do see that 7 of Hearts. You're actually in a very good position to pursue new relationships, new connections in general. And there's going to be more options and opportunities opening up for you with that 6, okay? Oh, we got the black and white Joker, so this is the Fool card. I'm going to venture to say this is kind of just letting the course of things take their course. However things unfold, the Fool energy denotes a new beginning, but it also denotes not really knowing what lies ahead. A lot of unknowns and just kind of being in the dark about some things, for sure. But I don't necessarily see it as a negative. I mean, that sounds kind of scary, but I think that's where your trepidation is about making this leap. You know you want to do it, you're just a little afraid of what happens in the meantime until it really gets going, until it really gets off the ground, right? But I just kind of see that as a sign of, again, you don't know what lies ahead. So you don't have a crystal ball, and any doubts and fears probably just need to be, I'm going to say pushed to the side, but toned down. Just get a healthy grip on them. Because we don't know, none of us have crystal balls, and we do have free will, and nothing is written in stone, etc., etc. But we also tend to feed into those fears and insecurities about things really going badly. I mean, that's a self-protective mode, and it's very natural for us to do that, to protect ourselves from harm. But we can take it too far, right? 6 of Diamonds. This is actually a very, very awesome sign that the options and opportunities that are going to present themselves to you will give you this opportunity to take better financial responsibility in your life, and I think that's part of one of your goals. Like I said, you're meeting your bills. You are not on the brink of bankruptcy. You're living comfortably, but I think you just want to bump it up. Perhaps you have some debt hanging over your head, like most of us do, and you want to pay that off because you don't want to be under that control anymore of, yeah, I got to make this payment every month, for example. Maybe you need to upgrade your car. Maybe you need to make repairs on your home. This 6 of Diamonds tells me you're going to have options and opportunities to do that. So I'm going to end it there, Aquarius. I think it's a very strong, positive message that you are on the brink of, taking action on this idea that you've had, or a couple of ideas. And I think it's going to turn out very, very well for you. And it's going to ultimately lead to this, because you're headed in that direction. And you're going to be very content and satisfied with the results. This is achievement. This is an awesome, awesome card of advice for you here. These doubts and fears and past disappointments, like I said, just do what you need to do to get a handle on those and not let them determine your behavior or your mindset or your expectations for what's to come, because I think things are going to open up very nicely for you here. But you have to make this move. You don't have any choice. You're feeling trapped. What you're doing now is going nowhere, and you know that. So that's your reading, okay? Again, I don't think I'll be back until January, but if you want to go ahead and hit subscribe notifications, you will know when the next video comes up, or you can always save a video so you can find my channel again and just check back in with me. That works too. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful holiday season, however you celebrate it, and I will see you again soon. Take care.